Hi everyone, welcome back to my channel. So in today's video, I'm going to do a very quick update on my workout, or as I like to call it, training program. I've been getting a lot of DMs on Instagram. A lot of you are wondering what changed and what kind of specific workout program that I follow. And I even get, questions whenever I post stories on the things that I do. If I'm working out every day, if I'm always, like how do I, do heavy lifting every day, which I don't. And then on my off day, what do I do? So I think I better do a very quick update. Just sharing with you what is my fitness goal, and then when I talk about why I train in a specific way, then it will make more sense. But of course, this video is not meant to be, something that is going to judge you, where what you're doing has to be similar to mine because mine is better. It's not that case, but I think it can be a guide if you are new to fitness. And if you have similar goals to mine, this video will be helpful. At least it gives you a bit of sense, because I'll be explaining a lot of the why I do a certain kind of program or specific kind of workout. Okay, so let's begin. What is my fitness goal? So I think just a background. If you have been following me for a while, you know that when I first started fitness about almost a decade ago, I went very hardcore and I was only focused on aesthetics. Like I just wanted to look very defined and like really lean, that you can see like six-pack abs. And I enjoyed it for a while, but I must say that it's not very sustainable. And now that I look back on the things that I've done to get there, it's not a very healthy place to be in, because after all, as female, you have hormones, which of course male have hormones too, but I think specifically for female, they need to be at a certain body fat percentage in order for their hormones to be in balance and just to feel healthy overall. Sometimes people look very fit, but they're not very healthy on the inside. So I must say that in the past, I looked extremely like someone that actually goes to the gym a lot, but it's not very sustainable. So my fitness goal right now, it's I still want to have a little bit of definition, but of course my goal has changed in a way where I want to just maintain my lean muscles. To be specific, in the past few months I have been focusing on building more muscle mass. When I say mass, it doesn't mean that I'm trying to look bulky or anything, but I guess it's more of I want to have more. I think this is a word that a lot of the fitness people, either they love to use it or they don't like to use it, especially female. So I like to look more toned, just a little bit more shapely, but in a muscular kind of way. Not super athletic, but I guess I still want to have my feminine curves, but just look strong, but not in a strong woman kind of way. I don't know if I'm confusing you, but anyways, my physique right now is really what I truly appreciate. Maybe in the past I would think that maybe my butt, my glutes are a little bit too shapely, or my quads, my thighs are a little bit more shapely. But then when I look back at my old photos, I didn't look very healthy. So that's why I think my current body composition is what I'm trying to maintain. I think I have more muscle mass than before, that's for sure, because one way to tell is, okay, I don't go for those expensive DEXA scan or anything, but I actually measure it by my strength at the gym. So for example, if I used to think that the 5 kg dumbbell is very heavy and I can only do X amount of reps, I try to use that as a benchmark, because strength is something that, it's not subjective, if you can lift 10 kg, you can lift 10 kg. If you can't, you just can't. So, but when it comes to our humans' view of, looking at our physique, we are not very fair in that sense, because I think I heard this from Mind Pump, is that I think it was Sal that mentioned a lot of us tend to do this, when we look back at our old photos, and we'll say things like, oh my god, I look so much better back then, I look so much leaner, I look so much younger. But then back then, that moment when you take the photo, you don't think that you look that way. It's always, you're going back to, oh, I look better back then. It's we are not very accurate in that sense. So strength is more accurate. It's a good way to measure, your fitness level, obviously. So my current body composition, if I'm not mistaken, I'm probably hovering around 19 to 20% body fat, which I think it's pretty healthy. You can obviously go a little bit higher, like 21, 23, depends. If I'm not mistaken, what I've learned is that as long as you are below 30%, for me, I think 25% is very high. I normally like to look around like 19, 21% body fat percentage, and that is where I feel the best, and that is where my cycles are very regular. So that's when I know my body is happy, right? So my fitness goal is to obviously maintain my hormones, feel healthy, not just look healthy on the outside but on the inside, and I want to maintain my muscles. Even possibly, I might want to shape my glutes even further. I don't mind having slightly curvier glutes, to be honest. So that's probably what I'm working on, which is why my workout programs have changed. So what kind of workout do I actually do? It's resistance training. So when I say resistance, it means that it's not your resistance bands, even though I incorporate those, but so you have a resistance training, and then you have cardio, right? So cardio is where you get your heart rate up, and it's like an endurance type of training where you go long hours, 1 hour, 2 hours, and so on. It's really to train your endurance. When you lift weights, it is more of strength, even though you can lift very low weights and high reps to get the endurance effect, but which is always preferred compared to cardio. But I think going back to this is the kind of training that I prefer and that suits my goal, which is to maintain my muscle or even possibly build more muscles on my glutes area, is resistance with heavy weights, heavy lifting. So this is called the strength training, and it's not to say that I'm going to be on strength training forever. So I believe that fitness is something that you can play around, where maybe 2 to 3 months you'll be doing this and then you switch it up. I believe that the body is so magical in the sense that we are always able to train it to adapt to different stimulus, and I feel that our bodies are designed to do this, and this is how you kind of maintain your fitness level and your health. 20 minutes workout, but HIIT training is something that I started out with during my fitness journey, but I quickly realized that it became not very suitable for my diet, because I was doing low carb, zero carb. Now I'm doing carnivore, so HIIT training is not good long term anyway. So I used to do HIIT. I used to really got addicted to HIIT, which is not great, but I'm so glad I'm out of it. So I did HIIT. I tried circuit training, different kinds of workout back to back, and then repeating it in different rounds. It feels like endurance to me. It's kind of like cardio. And then now my workout program is really strength based. So I don't really get my heart rate up high on a very long amount of time. I would say a month ago, right, I started this strength training. But before this particular strength training that I follow, I will share with you the program later. Before I went into this strength phase, I was actually following the workout official. So if you watch my videos from the past, you know that I have been doing the workout official training for over a year. You know, I've been following them since 2021, and then I just follow along their 30-day challenge, and they have many different kinds of challenges. There is like strength and cardio, there's like HIIT, there is straight and build. It's just different types of challenges that goes on for 30 days, and I've just been following it on every month basis, and then I take like 2 weeks off. So if I look back at my training program for that 1 year, I was lifting a very specific amount of weight and speed and reps. So for example, I normally go for hypertrophy. Hypertrophy means that it's anywhere, if I'm not mistaken, I'm not a fitness professional, I'm trying to remember all this. I think it's more than 10 reps per X. So it's like, I think it's 12 to 15 reps, and it's not super heavy. So it ended up being like a HIIT or sometimes like cardio, because my heart rate will go up to like 160, 180 max. I will be sweating like crazy, and there is very little or no rest in between. It's very demanding. So I've been doing that for on and off for a year. When I say on and off, it means that every time I finish a program, I will take like 1 week off, and then I will continue with another challenge. So it goes on until for that 1 year. And that's how I would say that from the workout official program is that I was always very excited to work out. It makes me feel very energetic the rest of the day, because of that, you know, endorphin, you know, that you get from sweating. And I think it's very fun to follow because Lisa, which is the trainer, the main trainer in the workout official, she teaches you many different types of functional movement. She challenges you all the time, and it's just very fun to work out together with her when you play the video on the app. So the app is something that you can try, I think the first week for free, or the first few videos for free, and then you have to just pay, I think 14 or 15 bucks per month, which is very, very affordable. I've been doing that, and I've been very, very happy with the results that I got. Like, I noticed that my back got really quite muscular. Even my husband was commenting. My push-ups got really strong. I wasn't able to do push-ups before. Still can't do pull-ups though. So, and then I noticed that my quads, my leg shape is also more defined. My upper abs area has always been the same look, so that's not much of a difference. So that's why so that is the training that I've done before I went to this strength phase, which has been a month now. Okay, so now let's go into why I changed things after a year. As I mentioned earlier on, I think that our physique, our body is meant to adapt to different stimulus, and because my goal is to maintain muscle, it's not very easy to maintain muscles or even build muscles, to be honest. And especially when you are, 30 years and above. I'm already coming to my mid 30s, turning 35 in just a few months. So even more than I need to keep up with my fitness level in order to maintain my muscles, right? So I came across a amazing podcast, which is Mind Pump. I saw them on YouTube. So I think it was Sal, which is the main host. he was talking about why women should focus more on strength training. I was very interested in that topic, and so after watching one video, it became like a binge watch, like or listening, like, because they are also available on Spotify if you don't want to watch them talking. They gave so many useful advice on like fitness, debunking all the myth, and I think a particular topic that he spoke about was that the importance of building muscles and what muscles can do for you in the long run. If you guys follow me for a while, you know that I have been speaking a lot about building your muscles, maintaining your muscles, what it's for, why you should prioritize higher protein diet. And so I think this is why I decided to change my workout program to a strength, which because they actually mentioned that it's not ideal if your body continues to do the same workout or same intensity over and over again, which makes sense. And so I got their anabolic workout program, which is actually, I think, their very first and one of their most successful training program. It's called the MAPS Anabolic. It is specifically targeted for people who wants to start weightlifting again. I thought it was kind of funny for me to do this workout also, because I'm not new to lifting weights, but I've never really went through a formal kind of coaching session on how lifting should be like. And of course, considering the fact that I've injured myself a few times, and thank God I didn't have like long-term consequence of it. So I bought this strength training program simply because I think that it's good for my body now to adapt to a new stimulus where there is going to be less cardio, less high intensity work, but very much focus on lifting very heavy weights. So it's like building my strength and also my performance at the gym. And that is something that I've always been very intrigued about. And to my surprise, in the first few weeks, I was kind of bored because like I have to cut down. Like I used to work out 5 to 6 times a week. I was able to do that. And going to this MAPS Anabolic, I can only work out 3 times a week. And the rest of the days, I have to be so disciplined in a sense where I need to rest and I only need to focus on the trigger session. So trigger session is something very interesting. It's very unique to this program. It's supposed to help you not just gain more strength, but it will help to improve your aesthetics as well. So I must say that in my second week, I noticed that my strength really gone up in terms of my deadlift. But of course, I didn't have proper access to, a gym that has different types of weights, or like a proper squat rack with a lot of barbell plates, right? So now I'm going to a gym that has full equipment. I was only able to lift about my body weight, like 48, 50 kg, a bit beyond. 50 kg was my max when it comes to deadlift. I've never really tried like super heavy deadlift. So I managed now to lift 60 kg, and I think from my latest deadlift performance of 60 kg, I'm actually 48 kg. So to be able to lift 60 kg, I think it's pretty phenomenal to me. Okay, I'm not obviously not comparing myself with all these like strong lift people, but and I'm very petite. So my goal, the thing is, when I was doing the 60 kg deadlift, I can instantly feel that I can go even heavier. So I like the feeling that I get, more than just the aesthetics, to be honest. But I start to notice that my back became more defined, and then the curvature that you get from your back to your butt, that line, right? Somehow my butt looked a little bit more lifted this time, and I thought that I would look very bulky because I was like in this mindset of lifting heavy means you get very bulky. To my surprise, I noticed that I'm more defined in certain areas as well. So that is a very cool thing, because I think whatever that they're saying in Mind Pump is that the moment you introduce a new stimulus, your body is going to adapt. It's going to try to do something to adapt, and that is when you're going to see the change. So right now, what I'm currently doing, MAPS Anabolic, I'm on my phase 2. So if you're a beginner, I'll try to include a screenshot somewhere. I can't share so much because obviously you need to pay for the program. You have to respect the developers, of course. So it's split into different phases. I'm currently now in phase 2, which is still lifting 3 times a week, and then with trigger sessions in between. The days that is considered like a rest day. And these trigger sessions, to be honest, it doesn't even last more than 10 minutes. So it's very light kind of resistance band workouts that you can do it without breaking a sweat. You can even do it with like heels. Okay, just kidding. Obviously not. So those are days that you actually are not working out, but it's still an active rest day. And then on those 3 days that you actually do a foundational lift, that is when you really need to focus on going heavy and doing your very best at the gym. And that's what I'm doing. So I'm in my phase 2. Just only went into phase 2, just finished the week 1 of phase 2. I think I have 2 more, no, I have 1 more phase to go, which is phase 3. So phase 1, so the difference is phase 1, actually the amount of reps is very low. It's probably like 4 to 8 reps or even lower than that, but you need to go very heavy. And then now in phase 2, actually the sets are lower, but the reps are higher. So it's around like 8 to 12 reps. And then if I'm not mistaken, as I progress into phase 3, that's when it's going to become a little bit more intense. And I guess it makes sense that way, is you slowly get your body to get stronger by introducing it to different phases, and the different phases would demand a different level, and it's going to be, your body is constantly trying to adapt and get stronger. And so I really speak about what Mind Pump, I think they keep advocating to everyone when it comes to people with aesthetic goals, you know, whether it's you want to look leaner, you want to have fat loss, or you want to have strength, you want to just look fit, right? Instead of focusing on the number on the scale, you know, or even like killing yourself at the gym, sweating a lot and looking at how many calories you're burning, instead you should really focus on your performance and your strength at the gym. So meaning, I think I've said this many times like a broken record, is that be very mindful about, like for example, if today you go to the gym, you're able to do, let's say, a very simple, you know, with 5 kg dumbbell squat, right? And you can do probably like 30 reps, 3 sets of 10, 30 reps. You should always aim, okay, the following week or later on you progress, is to progressively overload it, meaning to say, as you do it again the following week, you will want to go a bit heavier. Maybe instead of the 5 kg dumbbell, you will try the 6 kg dumbbell and try to do the same reps. Or you can stick to the same dumbbell, but you do more reps. So the whole idea is to gain strength and become stronger. And eventually you will start to see that when your body is trying to adapt and it becomes, when it's able to perform better, you will start to see the aesthetics fall into place. At least that is the experience that I've gotten, and it's really what I'm seeing on other people as well that have successfully achieved their body recomposition goals. So maybe this is something that you want to think about, because I did receive a couple of comments and messages that, you know, all the while, especially for ladies, you guys are afraid to lift heavy, but instead you go for your cardio, you go for your very light exercises, but you have goals to look fitter, and you have goals to want to recalm your body. So by just doing cardio, it's not going to help you to get there. And oftentimes when you do cardio in excessive manner, it's really going to mess up your metabolism. So yeah, that's turning into a different topic. So this is basically my workout update, or my training program update. I hope that I'm able to address some of the questions that you might have. And if you're interested to check out what MAPS Anabolic is all about, I will link it down in the description box below. I will also include the workout official link below, in case it is something that you're interested in. And yeah, so thank you so much for watching, and I will see you in the next update video. Bye.